And joining me now in studio is David Morley, President and CEO of Save the Children Canada, and from World Vision Canada, Caroline Riseborough. So I wanted to get from both of you, starting with you, David, what it is both your organizations have done so far in Haiti.
Well, so far at Save the Children, we've been able to distribute hygiene kits, survival kits to the various families that we've been able to reach. The early clip mentioned coordination, and the United Nations has asked Save the Children to be in charge of child protection, making sure the children, the surviving children, have safe places to go to, places where we can coordinate the family reunification. And so we're starting to do that, working together with partners like World Vision and others in the city.
And Caroline, what about World Vision?
Well, so far we've delivered almost 5 metric tons of supplies that include things like hygiene kits, temporary shelter like tarps, mosquito nets, clean water. So really those immediate life-saving needs that Haitians have. But, you know, in addition, I think this is really going to be a long-term effort. And, you know, World Vision has been working in Haiti for 30 years, and really we're going to be staying there, you know, for the long haul through this situation.
I want to ask you more about that in just a moment, but first, David, back to you. Why is it you think that Canadians are quicker this time to open their pocketbooks, or opening them more than we were a few years ago for the tsunami relief?
Well, I think that we're very aware that Haiti is close to us. You know, here, studio in Toronto, it's closer to Port-au-Prince to us than it would be if we were in Vancouver. So Haiti is in our neighborhood, and we have that special relationship, I think, with the Governor General, and also in Quebec as well. There are many, many Haitians who now are Haitian Canadians, and I think we all know folks who live there, and they're our friends and our neighbors.
And Caroline, are you surprised by the overwhelming generosity, considering the tough times that, like everybody around the world, that Canadians have gone through in the past year financially?
To be honest, I'm not. I think as Canadians, we really are a generous people and want to help those in need. And, you know, when we look at the images coming from Haiti and, you know, up to 3 million people being affected, I just read a statistic, half of those are children. I think as Canadians, we definitely want to help, and we've definitely been seeing that outpour with donations at World Vision.
And would you agree that a lot of times it's when we have less that we're actually more generous, like we can relate to it more?
Yeah, I think that we often find that people want to reach out because they've been affected. But I also think this is like nothing that we have seen. And we can imagine it's a city that has been destroyed, and that's touched everybody.
We've seen the images of looting. I think we all kind of knew it was going to come, but now that we've seen the images of it, makes us think about the security issue. Do you as an aid agency have your own security when you go into an area like this?
Yes, we always have security protocols. Even I was in Haiti a couple of months ago, and even then I had security protocols just to make sure that's things that we follow. It doesn't mean armed guards or anything. It's just protocols to make sure that we stay safe and that we're wise in what we do.
And are you concerned about the aid getting to the people that really do need it the most?
At this point, we've been distributing a lot of aid to those who need it. So, I mean, it's always a concern, but, you know, World Vision has been working on the ground, as I mentioned, for 30 years. And a lot of our staff there are actually local Haitian staff who are there doing the work. And unfortunately, they've also been affected by this tragedy and, you know, lost family members. So it is a concern that, you know, our staff have been impacted, but, you know, we've been able to mobilize even our local staff in the Dominican Republic to help with our relief efforts in Haiti.
Well, unfortunately, we are out of time. I did want to talk to you both about the long term. I will say this. It is long term. You've been there long time, so have you. It's going to be ongoing, so we have to keep it top of mind. Thanks to both of you for joining us this evening. We've put some very important links on our blog, including valuable phone numbers and websites. If you want to help out or locate loved ones, please go to suntvnews.ca.